Hey everybody, I decided to clean my office today, and so I'm going to make a little video just to run by kind of why I choose an incredibly information dense kind of workspace. So we'll start over here. This is my Windows laptop for all of my native Windows development. It's also a gaming laptop. It's a Lenovo Y70. It's nice. It's got a video card. It's a lot of memory. I put an SSD in a little while ago. It doesn't get a lot of use, but to be honest, it's my favorite thing for when I'm working on 3D models. Then below that, I actually hide my old MacBook Pro. You can see my GitHub sticker on it. That has become a file server in concert with these guys, which are Thermaltake Black X Duets, which personally I use as kind of a poor man's NAS. You can take two drives, mount it over one USB 3.0 connection, and then you can tell Mac that that's a RAID. It'll maintain that for you. I have my on hub, which is in bridge mode because I actually don't have an internet or any wired connection up here, and so I bridge it to downstairs, and because it has 16 antennas, I still get 50 megabits across corners of the house, and that's pretty good. This is my Lytro, which is more or less for me for experimenting. I'm not a photographer. My wife is. But I bought this because this is a light field camera. That means it takes a depth image. So it's basically the sensor in it takes light within a depth range. So you can refocus the images, which their feature that they want to sell. But for me, I actually can take a scan of a physical object and then turn it into a mesh in Photoshop by taking a depth map and then giving it distance. Next to that is my C100, or I should say it's my wife and my C100. She's a photographer, and we occasionally do some videography. And then, more than anything else, I use it for personal projects and for fun. And I have a 50 millimeter Rokinon lens, prime lens. So it's fun to try to work with. And then I have my Bastion mechanical Bluetooth keyboard, which actually I got this thing off Mass Drop. This thing's pretty cool. Cherry MX clears, unless there's some Chinese knockoff that I'm not aware of. Either way, it's a lot of fun, and it lets me have this, since I'm a web developer by trade, this gives me kind of a little bit of a device testing center that I can sync up, and I still have easy ability to log into stuff. And then I got some video and audio accoutrement, my PS Vita. Behind here, actually, is my 3D printer. This is a Trinus 3D. This was a Kickstarter. That's awesome. It's came with this aluminum enclosure. Really enjoy it. It currently is probably my favorite 3D printer. I also have a Wanhao Duplicator 4S, which is a clone of the Replicator. But that said, this one really is very accurate. I'll send some links, but its trick is that all of its axes are screw drive. So it's very accurate, lots of stepper motors that it never seems to go out of alignment, where my Duplicator does. Now here's my workhorse laptop. This is a 2016 MacBook. I actually bought this in 2017, but I had no interest in the little touch bar bit, so I ended up getting an old one. So now one of the reasons I have the Thermaltake set up as a RAID is that I only have a little bit of disk space on that. It's really expensive to upgrade the RAM or the storage on that laptop, but I can buy pairs of 3 terabyte drives, put them in RAID, no effort at all. Alright, and then my favorite keyboard, which is the DOS keyboard, and you can see it's definitely had some wear. It's been collecting some dust. And all black keys, which doesn't really mean anything. I'm just quite good at it. Key memory. So both of these monitors actually are able to be connected to that laptop. But for fun, because I spend a lot of time up here sometimes waiting on things, I also brought my old PlayStation 3 in. And so that is some of my daily entertainment when I'm taking some downtime. And that's about it. I like an information-dense environment. I've always liked an information-dense desktop. Tiling all my windows together as much as possible to get as much information visible. So really being able to touch 4 keyboards at any given time actually is probably the easiest thing for me to do during the day. Now, to the left of this is my soldering station and my electronics stuff. It's not really ready to show you yet, so I'm going to hang out and show it to you a little bit later once I get a chance to clean it up. But I hope you like this. You know, if you have any questions about it, let me know. I mean, I think I've missed a couple of things, to be honest. Like I have Echo back there. Hi, Echo.
I don't know that one.
And then my new favorite coffee mug, which of course came from the MST3K Kickstarter. And my favorite thing about it, no handle. The letters are actually raised a bit, and it's pretty cool. Like, you can actually hold it with hot liquid in it without burning yourself. So, that's my setup, and I'll let you go. Thanks.